What's up, everybody? Hello once again. Back for some more streaming action of the very slow variety. So, all I've done since last time I streamed Metal Gear Solid 2, if you have been following along, neat. Basically, made it to the center core of the big shell and going to basically try to rescue the president. So what I did today before stream, however, is I went out and I did all my wonderful pull-ups. If you do 100 pull-ups, your grip gauge goes from level 1 to level 2. If you do another 100 pull-ups after that, it goes from level 2 to 3. What that translates into is that, of course, you can hold on to objects longer, which makes certain part of the games a lot easier to do. You don't have to worry about falling off the ledges. If an enemy patrol is coming by, you can hang over the ledge without having fear of dropping down sooner than you normally would. Pardon me, so that's like the biggest boost from it. So got myself up to level 3 grip strength, which I don't know how doing pull-ups will cause that, because I mean that just tires you out, but anyway, my character's now stronger. And I ran back into the big shell and saved, and listened to Rose whine at me multiple times. Jack, I don't want to be just your girlfriend, I want to be your girlfriend. Well, that's confusing. So she did that twice, and she was like, you still remember what tomorrow is? I'm not going to tell you, but you need to know what it is. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. So I'm inside the Shell 1 core. I need to go find the president. In order to do that, I need to go get the directional mic, which I know where it's at, so it's not going to be a problem. Hello, fellow soldier. Good day. Excuse me while I go here and pick up items. More bolts for my tranquilizer gun. Good, good, good. I like that. I think the suppressor for the AK-47 that I'm using is... Sweet. Got it open. It is! In Wursel Vision. If you see things in Wursel Vision more than 20 minutes, please consult the doctor. So I think the suppressor is up on strut L. As in loser! What's up, Saturn? Just going through playing more Metal Gear Solid 2 on my way to 3, which is, in my opinion, the best of all the games. But first, the president's head is missing. Well, that's good. So now I need to go downstairs. Well, that's all cool. You're always welcome to drop in. Must remember to hit the right button. Okay. If you punch erratically, it sets off the alarm. I don't know why that is. So if someone sees you do a cartwheel flip, or if you punch randomly in the air, they're like, oh, that's not right, and start shooting you because they're jerks. Okay, let's see. Gymkhana! Oh, look at that, police dots. A game that, like, almost nobody has played, but everyone seems to revere. Speaking of which, I have it on the Sega Saturn. I still haven't opened up my copy of it because I have it sealed. Sealed copy of Sega Saturn, really don't want to open it up. Besides, there's also like the translated version I can get anyway, so I've already downloaded it. I should probably try one of these days. I think I played it for like about 10 minutes, but I need to actually go through and do everything.
Ames has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate it.
Alright, let me adjust my headset volume. I'm not sure how the rest of the game volume is, but it seems kind of loud.
Good morning. Good morning.
That's right. If I drop, I was saying, like, there's some weird things you can do to the bird. Like, you can mess around with it, spray with coolant, but if you take away the gun at all, it triggers an alert status, because all of a sudden, oh, wait a second, you're not holding onto your gun like you're supposed to, which makes 0 sense.
Hello.
Say, please let me access this. I'd like to access the radar, please. So I've decided, because I'm going through playing all the Metal Gear Solid games. I already beat 1, of course. I'm on 2. 3 is going to be next. This is the HD version, because Emulated started messing up. I'm going to skip Peace Walker. I do not like Peace Walker at all. To me, it's not a fun game. It's limited too much in that it's a PSP port, but it's hampered too much by the PSP controls. So I will be skipping that, even though it's on this version. It's HD, but it's still all one control stick and short missions. I just skip it entirely. I don't know where that guy's on a run to. Okay, nothing here. Trying to think. I should probably start streaming some Sega Saturn games too. I mean, it's like I have like a list of like games that I want to stream, but I'm kind of committed to going through and doing all these things. So I tend to like stream Metal Gear Solid for about a day or two, and then go on and play something else. Metal Wolf Chaos, yeah, that's definitely a game I need to play on stream. I gotta bust out my modded Xbox and play that game. That is just total insanity. It's a game that makes me really sad they never brought it out in the States. Well, at least they will be. I mean, there's supposed to be a remaster coming out sometime. I just don't know when. Let's see. Basement 1, I think it is? Pardon me.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Jack, is that you?
No, I'm just some person who got really lucky. So, you seeing anybody? You look pretty hot. I don't know how I'm able to see you on a radio, but especially one that's embedded inside my skull.
You know, that really looks good on you.
You think so?
Yeah, everything looks good on you, Jack. It'd be nice if you were this stylish all the time.
It's too much of a hassle.
Well, at least you could care a little bit more about how you look.
You care enough for both of us.
Yeah, that's
Keep in
true.
mind, you're in the
But I
middle of a
wanna be
deadly
special.
life and death mission.
People to compliment you?
Yeah, especially you.
Me?
Yes? Is that strange?
Lay down?
Not at all.
Really?
Cat's at my
Well,
feet
then,
looking around.
next time be
You gonna
sure
lay
to
down there?
compliment me.
Okay, you can lay down there. She's looking at me like, are you sure I'm able to do it? You know, there's always time to flirt when you're sitting there having a conversation via radar. Still reminds me of that Shuin Chan animated comic where the guy's like, it's making fun of Metal Gear. Solid Snake is sitting there having this big humongous conversation. After about 2 minutes, it cuts back. You see him just crouching there talking to the colonel, and there's like 2 confused guards. Like, he's been standing there talking to himself for 10 minutes. Should we just shoot him in the face? This guy's like, nah, we can draw on him instead. I got a Sharpie. Alright, so what you need to do is take the book. Take a look. It's in a book. I pressed X to set. It's not doing it. Why are you not working? Why did you lie? No. Why is... Okay, the game is lying right now. There we go. Finally, I guess I had to be the right distance. That was bizarre.
Cool.
Fortunately, this guy's a horn dog, so I'll shove his face into it, and he's okay with it. He's perfectly fine.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared.
And apparently it was so erotic that Amish Weekly were showing that girl showing off her ankle that he entirely passed out. They should probably get more dependable mercenaries. That's the only time the book becomes useful. That's solely it. I mean, you could use it theoretically to distract guards other times, but this is the only time you have to use it. Now, for this part, I can't remember if it's randomized where he's sitting or if it's always one location. Oh good, more forced dialogue.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames.
So, I mean, this game doesn't talk to you nearly enough.
The only thing you know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional.
Now, it should
microphone to
only sound
locate it.
different if the pacemaker
Once
is
you
running.
recognize Ames
That's
by
the
his
only time you'll
heartbeat,
hear it.
Keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should
Push the action
respond in
button.
some way.
Am I in a video game?
Wrong person.
The guards
It's an
may
old
be
joke, I just
suspicious
still
and
love
come
telling it
running
every time
instead.
it comes up.
Security could get tighter too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a
Just
guard
don't confuse the two when you pull the trigger for the
If you're
microphone. It turns out you're
discovered, they'll cut
AK.
off your
That might
retreat
get
and call in
messy.
reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
Jack, is
Yes, it's me. So I was doing all my pull-ups in order to increase my grip strength because that's how it works apparently in this universe. Rose kept accusing me of like cheating on her. It's like, oh my god.
What does?
Before, I could always rest assured that I'd see you again. Now it's different. Now it feels like every word we say to each other counts.
That's great. We could make this into a book and sell it.
Please don't.
Want to improve communication in your relationship? Send your man off to fight a war.
Jack,
Follow these
Rose,
10 easy
you know
steps.
I
You'll never
said
believe
stay
number
here.
6.
so is mine.
Rose?
I'm sorry, but I'm really worried too. I can't help but feel like I'm fighting this battle along with you.
Trust me,
I
you're
know.
not.
Thanks.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Can't remember if there's a Soliton radar station down here. Okay, I think it's way over there, maybe? I mean, you only entered this room one time,
Reporting no
and I'm pretty sure this is the
problems in
president
hall
right
in the
here.
Shell 1 core.
I'm probably mistaken. Yep, mistaken. Okay. That's not surprising. Okay, no, these are just crates, and I have terrible vision. Got it. Ooh, thermal goggles. Okay.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Fortunately, I don't know where the other guard is. Okay, here I'm walking on the left. There he is. Hello, fellow soldier. I too hate democracy.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Another thrilling episode of Wurzel Plays Metal Gear Solid.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Okay, now I really want to punch Kojima in the face, more than ever.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Not close enough.
You're Ames, aren't you?
There we go. It's the worst game of hide and seek ever. Well, not really. I mean, Sonic Adventure, those, especially Sonic Adventure 2 was terrible. Those knuckle levels were the worst.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Oh god, why?
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see.
I can like,
Will you?
you give him the news that you are given, you know where he is because of an informant dressed like a ninja, and he just goes, okay, sure, no problem. Doesn't question that logic at all. Any normal person would have gone, what?
I was set in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is.
Hey Saturn, where'd you get that good tip on how to find those dirt cheap games? Well, a guy dressed up as a ninja told me. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna block you now.
Silence beats talk when it comes to safety.
That'd be the normal response from anybody.
Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor. The core of
Yeah, Sonic Adventure games are
Is he still there?
not good. I don't know why people like them, to be honest. For me, they're mediocre at best.
The other hostages.
I mean, like Sonic Adventure 1, the second stage you can tell was their
Remember?
demo level. Like, that's what they used to show off the power of the Dreamcast, because you have, like, the most effects going on, the craziness, the speed, everything. You can tell that that was most likely, probably was a demo level for a lot of times when they showed off the Dreamcast before it launched. Well, other than that, it's just like, I've never liked 3D Sonic games. Generations was okay, it was passable.
Less than the physiological data of the U.S. president.
Physiological data.
The president's own
But any game where you have, like, I'm against games where you have escort missions, and this has an escort mission in it, of course. And if you need to find objects that are hidden, like a hide-and-seek mechanic. That, and also water/ice levels. Once again, this has another water section, too. This game is just racking them up for things you don't want to play.
Patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and
I'm not even paying attention to what he's saying, because this is just blah blah
In
blah.
other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will.
Ah,
As a
okay.
fail-safe,
You can't do it underneath
the input
duress.
must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything?
I can't think of like an escort mission that's ever been good, where I've been like, wow, that was fun, I want to do that again.
That caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development.
You know, then of
a
course,
new
like
Metal
water,
Gear model.
I don't know what it is, but like
Inspection
water
tools to check
levels,
its progress.
developers keep
What's going
trying to
on
put them
around
in
here?
games where you have to swim underwater, and it's just, it never seems to work.
Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen
It's
in.
like the only one I could really kind of tolerate is not Metal Gear, Resident Evil 4, because you can tell her to hide, and she will hide in protection. You know, you can put her in like a metal like trash can, and she will stay there protected. It's perfect. That I don't really mind a whole lot.
That man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
By the way, this guy here on the right
Who knows?
is a former president of the United States, and nobody's recognized him.
Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes.
I love Sonic 3. It is my absolute favorite of all the Sonic games, but even then I'm still like, ugh.
But Foxhound was disbanded.
But I will tell you one thing though, I mean,
So it must be.
if you put like, if you were to put me on the line, like line block against like the world's fastest runners, like Usain Bolt, and if I have like headphones that play the Sonic drowning music, I will like shatter the world record, even with my back currently the way it is and I can't walk. I will make that stop. Like if you tell me like the music stops as soon as I cross the finish line, I'll do 100 meters in like 4 seconds.
And IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No,
What about the president?
the password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No, the drugs took care of everything.
Ooh, I like him.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
I love this.
I'm having the matter looked
You can see how like the the subtitles
Do.
shrink.
What isn't do when you watched my father die and did nothing?
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive.
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you
I
sell
loved
us
him
out,
right till I put a
I'll
bullet in
kill
his
you
skull.
myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Yes, I agree. Of course, I love it that they don't have like any peripheral vision to see that some guy's just standing like 8 feet away with a microphone pointed at him, a large microphone.
It's happening again.
This
Taco Bell.
liquid. It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman.
Ooh, anti-French. I knew it. Chocolat bleu.
There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Or maybe I'm just insane and tricked myself into thinking that it was liquid in my arm as part of a convoluted plot to bring down things in the game number 4, but no, ignore that. Alright, no more static finally. Jeez.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived...
They really didn't do that good of a job on lip syncing this guy.
Two of them.
And that's impossible.
Unless they're clones or something, but that's just ridiculous.
Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
I heard it straight out of there.
Of electronic equipment
It's just called an EMP burst. It happens whenever you have a nuclear explode in a high altitude.
Nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere. The result is an electromagnetic.
We discovered it in the late 40s. Early 50s.
The PMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the
Start exploding high nuclear bombs, high altitude bombs in the bikinis and started knocking out radios in Hawaii, and they went, oh, we're onto something here.
What they plan to do is
That's not right.
Pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline. Search my pocket. Hurry!
No, lower.
It's a security
Hands
code.
pocket.
Be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the president before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
Start to pray. You don't have to spray. It'll be a good day.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the president was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You?
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lalilulelo.
Hey, it's Mimics. Oh god, Lalilulelo. That is the drinking word when we get to number 4.
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot.
Why Lalilulelo? Because they have nanomachines to stop them from saying the word patriots. Why? I don't know. Beat me.
You, which team are you with? Show me your face.
The A-team, sir. We help those who are in need.
You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last.
Those are some seriously delayed bullets. They start shooting, but then deflects them like 2 seconds later. Subsonic bullets. They're going like 2 miles an hour.
But you died.
So literally, the ninja is Olga, okay? So she was just in the room with the two bad guys and then had time to basically change her dress entirely. Oh god, more talking. I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but holy crap.
Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate.
Quick, they're after me. Stand and have another 5-minute conversation.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either.
Look into my eyes and tell me
I'm
that.
pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
I love how entirely preposterous this entire game is, because if you had set location, like isolated rig, full of terrorists, and like, you know what, we're gonna set off a nuclear missile somewhere, you know, we can get the launch codes and pay us money, which is of course is a ruse, they would have flattened the entire place with cruise missiles, bombers, everything that they had in their arsenal just to basically stop them, because dead men cannot pull triggers. So give me 1 second, I need to grab more pain pills, and I will be back in about 30 seconds, so sit tight. Alright, here we go. So, Nimix, have you found any more cuts, or I don't know if you worked on your game today or not. Seems like you do about every single day or so.
What can I do for you, Jack? Take it easy.
Oh, thank goodness you didn't talk to me. No, I was just wondering if you had, like, worked on your game today or not, if you found any more cuts.
Freeze!
Good job. Well, it kind of sucks that that route that you were working on didn't work out. Hopefully something comes up, though. Basically, I have to go shooting my way out of here. So I don't think there's a way I can get out without a bloodshed at this point. Well, that's good. I mean, if something doesn't work out, at least as long as you're learning something from it that can be used elsewhere. Why am I hitting no one? Why is no one dying? No, it didn't go well. I didn't expect it to go well anyway, because I mean, I can't hide my face, so I'm gonna get spotted no matter what. Gymkata! There we go. So as long as I make it out here, I should be okay. I just need to use a bandage. Stops the bleeding. There we go. And just basically hang out right here, because there's people outside. They'll go away and just stop annoying me in a second, so it's not really that big of a problem. At least I hope that is, in theory. There we go. Only 13 bullets. Okay, let's switch to the other gun. May have hit him, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, cool, I got him. And then... so I think that's all the drones they have going in the air right now. You can also make your girlfriend really angry too by doing this.
Jack, do you need to...
Nope, I guess not. Normally, like, if you go through and start shooting birds or anything like that, they start freaking out. They're like, what's wrong with you, you psychopath? You have to apologize to her, or she will not save your game anymore. But I guess underneath a caution, it doesn't really care. Alright, so keep running. I'm pretty sure this bridge is a major OSHA violation, but... Alright, so I need to head to Strut. Connecting bridge, because I think that I can get up there. Yeah, because I have a level 3 card now, so I should be able to get across. That's horrible to look at. Well, they're special birds. I mean, this is all a simulation anyway, so... Well, that's right. Eventually, your phone will vibrate, like your controller starts vibrating out of nowhere, and you're just like, what is going on? The phone you got earlier from the Ninja, because it's a Nokia, and you could use it as a weapon itself, starts vibrating because it's on. It'll let you know that you have a call coming in. Okay. I'm just a box. Oh, level 5, why? Hey, I can hang out next to these Zone of Enders box. Hey, B&B. Of course, but it's a Metal Gear Solid staple. You always have to run around in cardboard boxes. It is the best way to hide yourself and disguise yourself from any type of enemy. Are you questioning the effectiveness of a cardboard box in battle? It's even better, you can look out through the handle. I'm safe here in my box. Nobody can get to me. Okay, so there's a watch. Yeah, exactly. And that's what most normal people would do. So there's a guy watching up above, but the thing is, if you throw out a chaff grenade and it explodes, they can't use their walkie-talkies, so they can't call for backup. So they can see you, they can't do anything about it. Yeah, but see, the thing is, though, you'd have to first play Metal Gear Survive, and I don't think anybody did. I have no idea what the sales numbers are for that game, but I know I didn't buy it. Alright, let's save since I'm in this room.
What's up, Jack?
Well, there supposedly is an Easter egg in Metal Gear Survive. Basically, it's like some kind of jab at Konami on behalf of Kojima. It has to do with like the names list, like they pull up a clipboard of see who's like MIA or KIA after the initial incident for Ground Zeroes. And like the first letter spells out some phrase. I've forgotten entirely what it was. I mean, nobody plays Metal Gear Survive. And they gave it, I got it like, they had like a free weekend, like you could download and play it, and I didn't even do that.
Take it easy.
I mean, all the stuff, I mean, like, I've been on record before talking about the whole Metal Gear Solid 5 debacle, Kojima, and Konami. So I really won't go into that again. And like I said, I understand Konami's position on it, but it's like they took things a little bit too far. Where's this guy going?
Nothing here.
Okay, good. I'm surprised you even have it pre-ordered, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't play the beta. Didn't try when they had it for free, you know, for like a weekend. Oh, goody. I remember this part. I'm about to get into a slap fight with a Harrier jet.
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
I mean, it was clear that Metal Gear Survive was just nothing but a pure asset dump in order to try to turn more money around off the success of Metal Gear Solid 5. The problem was that everybody knew it was after Kojima left, so it was a blatant cash grab.
Sensors in place on the connecting bridge between shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot.
Yeah, I gotta go find the sniper
What do the
rifle.
control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
You can actually do it with the handgun, it's just stupidly hard to do.
That's the Semtex.
Where was I looking at? Oh, that must have been an error making this game, because it's like they're zoomed up a little too high. I'm not controlling any of this right now. How do you know PSG1?
Jack, do you need... See ya.
I'll see you here and there and other little places in your Chunks land. Oh, missed. Okay. Gotta pick a spot, basically let it come to me. That doesn't matter, I can get another one over here first. No, stop aiming there. I just wanted to set it off, see what would happen.
Right. You have...
I don't care. You can't tell me what to do, Dad.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
Fine, I'll go back and do it the right way the game wants me to. Which means basically I need to go, let's see, yeah, I need to get all the way back down to the warehouse. I like it in the tanker level because it's instantaneous when it happens. There's no delay. The bomb's going off at all. It's just like boom. Whereas this one's like, okay, we'll need to load a cutscene first. What do I have? I can't remember how you use these boxes exactly. Let's see. That's project appliances. Yeah, because basically you have to be in this room and then they can spot the box and go, oh, we need to take this to whatever and drop it off at that location, but I don't know where these go to. explosion's perfectly fine. Nobody hears those. Those are all right. Alright, pretty sure this is where I need to be now.
Jack, do you need to save?
Because remember, just like Metal Gear Solid, you had to go running back to grab the PSG-1, which is a very nice rifle. I have shot one of those before in real life, and they are very accurate, and you can hit very long range. Why you don't use them in a tactical situation is because it throws your brass 30 feet through the air. It identifies you instantly to anybody who's looking for you. Which is why it's not a tactical sniper rifle at all.
Nothing here.
And didn't reload everything here. Ah, dang it. There used to be a lot more ammo in here, so it looks like it did not restock it, with the exception of one bullet. That's lame. So with my luck, it's most likely on the top floor, where I just went down, which is not the best place to be. I don't think there's anything in here, but just might as well double check the lockers. Nope. Yeah, that's what I figured. We all know I have such a great track room in this room too, especially in this area, because I never get spotted in this place. I am a ninja. What is that? Oh, grenade launcher. That'll come in very handy as I'm being stealthy again. Stealthy ninja explosions. It'd be cool if the Claymore was the actual Claymore, like, you know, the old sword. I would be totally down with that.
Who's there?
Just running up and just shanking people. Oh good, another phone call.
Use your PSG.
Also, PSG-1s are really expensive. They are about $10,000, $11,000, I think, just about. Maybe around $8,000 or so, $8,000 to $10,000. Because while I was in high school, a friend of mine, his dad was into gun collecting, and he had one. And we went out shooting, and that's how I got to shoot the PSG-1. So that's how I know exactly, you know, like how long range that gun is. Because we actually set up a target about 1,000 meters out, 1,000 yards out, I should say, and I nailed it. Not about the third shot or so, but still counts. Alright, so I also got the tranquilizer rounds too. But yeah, that's how I know, like, it's a very accurate rifle. It's very well balanced. It's a lot of fun, but I mean, it is very expensive, and it just chucks your brass way, way out.
There's somebody there.
You'll see nothing. Scratching my back. I gotta admit, ever since like the first game, I'm always leery of walking into these rooms, because one of them, actually, it was the room where you got the PSG-1 in Metal Gear Solid, was actually like lined with infrared tripwires that would blow up and kill you. Pardon me. So now I need to escape, make my way back out of here. Should be a guy running up the stairs. There he goes. Sorry, I'm not talking a whole lot. Don't really have a whole lot to say at the moment. I'm just more kind of concentrating on staying alive, and horrible, horrible, god-awful back pain will do that to you, too. I'm actually trying not to throw up currently right now. I always miss the timing on that guy. My reactions are way too slow, I guess. Sorry, can't go. The cat's looking at me. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Nothing worse than like, okay, I'm going here, and you're running the exact opposite.
Jack, is that you?
So, speaking of back pain and other fun things that go on in my life, basically, it's like we're getting pretty desperate because I have insurance right now, but it's only accepted by a certain amount of doctors.
See ya.
So my parents are desperate to the point where they're going to put me on Obamacare, as we call it, the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, which is not affordable because they would be paying for it entirely. Because I am unemployed because I cannot work because of my back currently, which is why I'm trying to get fixed so I can go back to work. It would be $400 a month, and then with an $8,000 deductible. So that means that your insurance doesn't kick in until you are $8,000 in the hole. That includes doctor visits, everything. Oh gosh, another chaff grenade. So they're talking about actually just getting a plan, because that allowed me to go out of state and go wherever I want for healthcare coverage. Because I can go to places like the Cleveland Clinic and have them fix my back. Alright, here we go. Now we're gonna do it the right way. The way the game wants it. You can, like I said, you can actually do it with the pistol. I've done it before. It's crazy to do. Like, the game tells you to get PSG-1 rifle, like, get the ammo for that first. And then you come back here and it's gone. And I also love that they trick you that there's a sensor right up above you. I think that's a sensor. Let's double check before I blow myself to Kingdom Come. Actually, that's just a bomb set. Because I thought that there was one right behind you, because you usually start looking around. The flag hides one, of course. And there's one that's, like, it's a trick, like, right behind you. It's what I want to think, at least. I could be completely wrong again, which is not the first time that would happen. Okay, so no, it's not it. Yes, I would have shot it and blown myself up. Okay. Actually, no, that is one. See? Twitchy sniper rifle of the future. So I don't have a good shot. Maybe over here. No. Okay, that one's down. That's good. Shot and a miss. Swing and a miss. Wow. Really? And this thing is like twitchy anyway, so it doesn't really help. But that's why I saved before I started on this, so not a big problem. By the way, in order to aim first person, what you need to do is you need to pull out your gun, have it like this, go into first person mode, which means you're holding down the right bumper, then press in your left thumbstick, and that's when you can aim manually. Completely natural and very easy to do. Whereas Metal Gear Solid 5, they finally went, hey, we should just make it so you hold down the left trigger, you automatically aim down your barrel. It's like, thank you, game. That is the right thing to do. Said, I love Metal Gear Solid 3, but I am not looking forward to it just based on the controls alone. Whoa, okay. Yeah, let's do that. That one's down. Bam! Okay, so we can take one shot at least. Okay, I thought I was shooting the sensor.
Right, what's going on?
Call me crazy, which I certifiably am. But I was pretty sure I shot the sensor that time. Come here, flying rats. That's all seagulls are, by the way. They are flying rats. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't care what PETA says. Although you can eat them. I wouldn't really recommend it. Squab is better, which is pigeon. French eat that. Wait, there's a sensor down over there. Forgot about that one. Can't reach it from here. There we go. La 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 la. Hey, birds. Multi-kill! Well, they do make for good stuffing in the Krusty Burger, so yeah, I can see why Krusty would be behind their murder. I guess maybe they took it out of this version, because I remember Rose calling you up and calling you a psychopath for shooting all the birds. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so I was hitting the camera before. Guess that was the problem. Because I thought I was hitting the control panel, but I guess I wasn't. Alright, let's turn on Predator Vision and see how I've done so far. As a person who is light sensitive, this is absolute murder on my eyeballs. Oh my god. I want to say there's one inside the door over there. I'm not sure. So I'm trying to remember something from a game many, many years ago. I don't know how to zoom. Aha. Yeah, so that one's taken out, so that's busted. Okay, let's not screw out the other one. Is this it, finally?
Right. Do you
Yes!
actually enjoy abusing helpless animals?
I don't believe this. I had no idea you were that kind of a monster.
I don't understand you, Raiden. If you're satisfied, get back to the mission.
I love that. I think she won't let you save. Like I said, the PlayStation 2, I remember she wouldn't let me save until I apologized.
So, Jack, what do you want?
What do I want? Well,
Yep.
I'd like to save, if that's okay.
Then go ahead.
I won't make you save or do not save.
This is a joke, right? Rose.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Save my data, please.
Fine. Don't you have something you want to say before that?
Like what?
Ugh.
All right, I get it. I'm sorry. There. You satisfied?
Close enough.
You selfish.
What was that?
Nothing. Just talking to myself.
Yeah, you're not getting any later, dude. You're sleeping on the couch for a while. With all of the carcasses of the seagulls you blew away. But they'll keep you warm. And fed.
Talk to you soon, Jack.
Okay, yeah, so I was going to shoot this one over here. I'm going to use one of these so I don't miss the shot, blow myself up. god, my eyeballs are gonna bleed again. Nope, still a sensor somewhere. So I should have gotten the one. Yeah, that one's gone. Well, chat, if you can see the other one I'm missing, the last one, I'm pretty sure there's one left that I'm not seeing at the moment. Let me know. So that one is destroyed, all the birds around it. So I could have sworn there was one back through this doorway, but I guess I was wrong about that. See, usually the flag flutters so you can see back over there, but it doesn't seem to be fluttering around, so I can just verify that one is in fact destroyed. Now sometimes when you sit down and you concentrate really hard, it can sound like you might be typing something into like YouTube. But that's just like a common misconception. Total misconception. I mean, it might even sound like you're clicking around things and speeding through a YouTube video on mute just to see where all these targets might be. But I mean, it can seem confusing that way to most people. But I, as a pro, don't have to deal with that. I am fully in charge. I'm just meditating on where I need to go. Alright, so give me a second here. Display capture. Why does it say display 2? Let's do desktop. I can see the future! Alright, so let's just see what it is I'm looking at right now, too, because I'm just watching this little video. I mean, concentrating very hard on where I need to go. By the way, this video down here, while Metal Gear Solid 5 is disappointing, it's a good video. Should you check that out? Nails all the points I've kind of discussed about before. Right, so I've gotten that. Nailed that one. Yeah, I went on a pigeon murder spree to get this one. Take the shot! It's like, dude, take one of your pills to stop the camera from jerking. And one there. Okay, so yeah, that's like, technically, I've gotten them all. But it didn't tell me that, so... Go figure. So maybe the one on the drone I didn't get all the way? Now that one's toast. Yep, bird's dead. Ah, that one didn't get destroyed. Don't tell me that the flag stopped it. Really? Can't remember what one I need. I think this might be it. No, that's right. Snake drops you... He gives you a Stinger missile launcher because you gotta do number 2.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
By the way,
Good.
one of the many perks of growing up in the military is you get to see all sorts of different airplanes and helicopters and things like that. So I've been around Harrier jets before. Those things are loud as hell.
How many hostages are there?
We see like in the movies where they come up like the end of True Lies, which fun movie, you should watch it anyway. But of course, you know, the Harrier sneaks up on somebody and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" Like you don't hear it. You can hear a hovering Harrier jet for at least 3 to 4 miles. I mean, these things are so ridiculously loud.
The KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
They're neat. I mean, it's cool to see an airplane do a literal, like, you know, go straight up into the air and then transition start flying normally. It's really awesome to see, but those are not quiet whatsoever. And when I say loud, I mean like deafeningly loud within a mile just about. That's all you can hear is just this thing going.
Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to
His
Shadow Moses.
partner, quotation marks.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Yep, I'm gonna fight a Harrier jet in a second. But yeah, Harrier jets in real life are deafeningly loud.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
It's always love when you see it in the movies, it always like sneaks up on somebody, like they don't know it's there. Same thing for helicopters, but I mean Harrier jets are they are shockingly loud. I mean,
Snake and his partner aren't
like I said, you know, growing up in the military, you get to be around jets and things of that nature. And yeah, so I got to see a Harrier do a takeoff and a land vertical, and I was about half a mile away, at like about a fourth of a mile to half a mile at one point. And I mean, it sounded like my head was right next to the engine. It is that deafeningly loud. It flew out. We're about 3 or 4 miles out, did another landing, and you could still hear it almost the same volume before.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even
They're
recovered
neat,
Snake's body.
but I mean, it's just like, it's just, they are not stealthy at all.
I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
I also like when you see them having conversations in a helicopter right next to each other. You can, but you need to get right into the person's ear and scream as loud as you can. Which is why you always have headsets with microphones on so you can talk, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to be heard.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots.
Subtitles are screwing up. That's interesting.
Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here?
No, not just around here.
So they have a shadow on his for some reason. Okay, looks like it stopped.
Solid Snake.
No, that is not Solid Snake.
He heard him from there? What?
What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Save it. You work of mine.
Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
How do you like my football pads I've put on? I'm ready to go, coach. Put me in.
Right, take cover.
Oh, sure. Snake can shoot him and he's okay. I shoot it and everyone dies.
Stop impersonating him.
Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
So you got Solid Snake, Liquid Snake. They missed out on Gaseous Snake. Or Condensing Snake. You know, Condensation Snake.
That the best you can do, Snake?
Plutonium Fluid Snake.
Did I get him?
Said surprise hair out of nowhere, whereas you would have heard that thing ripping even in New York at that point.
We're in trouble. It's the Harrier.
The world needs only one big boss. I'll drown you fools for interfering.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher.
Here, you take it, instead of me using it to shoot him down.
To the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got company.
I'm counting on you.
Of course, Stinger missiles are also ridiculously loud, too. I mean, a lot of Mujahideen went deaf for shooting these things. Pick it up, please. Thank you. Well, the thing is that, spoiler, Solidus dies at the end of this game, so you'd have to have somebody clone of Solidus, which is a clone of Big Boss anyway. But I mean, they're all clones, so you could have them fight everybody again. You could bring back Liquid as well.
Use this.
Dang, he's got a good arm. It's like, I don't know where he's coming from. Get up, please. Thank you. You can also parkour. Okay, I thought it was behind cover. Nope. Okay, it just went to a cinematic view. What? Can you yell that again in English, please? I am dying to know what happens. Listen, I had to do it. I had to know. Okay, I was thinking maybe he won't hit me here. No. It's like he's hitting me off the ground. I can't even move. Yeah, radar is useless at this point. Get away! Holy crap, the controls. It is like locking me here. Game is trying to be cinematic, and it's like it's started messing around, so it's going left and right. It locked me in place. Okay, this fight is far more obnoxious than I remember it being.
I'll shred you to pieces.
There he is. Jesus. It won't let me shoot? So you have a radar on the right-hand side of the screen. It's not doing anything at all. This is ridiculous. Okay, it just laid me down the stairs. God, this fight is so broken and annoying. I mean, like, literally, they're trying to recreate the first game, but you can't see what's going on. You really can't do much of anything at all. If you get hit, you're just constantly bouncing off the ground. There's off the grounds. You can't see where he is on radar. Thanks, Snake. Your aim sucks. How was I supposed to dodge that?
I'll let you go out in style. Damn it. Right, catch. What the?
He throws it where you can't get it. That's beautiful.
Try dodging this.
Game.
I'll shred you to pieces! What the? What the? I'll let you go out in style! No! Use this! Take this!
Finally, jeez. God, that fight is so obnoxious.
There's something coming up.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
This is the part of the game where I usually tend to die a lot, so definitely will be saving, so we have to do that god-awful Harrier fight again. They didn't format that right. Okay, never mind, that was a pipe. I thought they didn't format it right for a second. Is that like Spaceballs? They shot my hair!
Fab, go! Ha!
Remember, nanomachines. Where's Fortune during all this?
Hey, what's that? It's running on water.
Physics, ladies and gentlemen, physics. So, He's still in that Harrier, diving way deep underwater very quickly. It's not closed. He's dead.
Raiden, you alright?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're alright.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are
You think my girlfriend's
Snake?
annoying?
They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government, or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it, 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
Cat's waking up from her nap and looking at me.
Keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
Normally she sleeps on my bed, but I'm washing the sheets today, so
Not as arrogant as that.
she's sleeping right next to me instead on my TV stand.
It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
I'm telling Colonel. Oh God.
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember.
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Thank you. At least the game realizes, like, let's not make people sit through all that again and do that annoying fight on top of it. Shooting bombs and a Harrier fight.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I read about you in a book once.
Do you get me?
So I guess he didn't get writing credits then, if he's that angry about it. Alright. I know she just saved, but save after this so you don't have to do that again, because it will make you listen to that conversation again.
What's up, Jack?
Alright, so straight up, I expect to die a couple times here because, yeah, this is annoying.
Take it easy.
You have to walk on these pipes, which are very narrow. You can slip and fall off at any moment, really. Okay, so this is where my controller starts vibrating because I have a phone call. Here we go. Use the coolant spray to put out fire. Thank you.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack? Jack!
I love that the game puts out there just so you'll do that and die. That is awesome. Alright, so... it's PSG-1 round. I know it's very rude I don't answer it at all. I'm giving her the silent treatment. So that's more so that's PSG-1 tranquilizer. That's just straight off PSG-1 ammo. Okay. And this right here is bird crap, and if you step on it, you will slip and die.
Raiden, is everything all right? Raiden! Raiden!
Hey, cool. 8 frames is good. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a suppressor around these parts at some point for the AK, which is good to have. What's the matter, Kiko? Here, kitty. You're alright. Come here. Come here. You're a good girl. Here you go. You go lay down? You lay down? Go lay down. It's like my cat when I first got her, she was pretty much almost feral. She had been abandoned and abused. And she's made a lot of progress over the last 5 years I've had her. She wouldn't purr. She didn't like to be touched or petted. When she started letting me pet her, the only thing she let me touch was her tail, which is kind of odd. So she still doesn't like to get petted a whole lot, but she still does like to get... she does like it now. She's like, okay, that's enough, done, you know, type deal. So, and she purrs now, too. Didn't purr for the longest time. For about 2 years, she wouldn't purr at all. So you're slowly becoming a cat. Alright, so be just a second. I'll continue playing the game in just a moment. Alright, back to it. Back to more death-defying stunts as the world's weeniest special operative.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
situation from, like, Jersey Shore? Of course, my gun's not silenced, though, so this one is. Wow, game. Start running and it ducks down. I was literally holding one direction. This is why I hate this part the most. This is where I expect almost all my deaths this entire game to come from. It's just this segment. It's special. Oh, I'm gonna be feeling a lot here, B&B. I know it and I expect it. Did I just fall through the floor? It looked to me like I just fell through the floor. Pretty sure I just fell through the floor there. Well, if you look at it this way, Nimix, anything you do is a waste of time, but it's whether or not you enjoy it or not. You know, playing instruments can be considered a waste of time where you could be doing something else with your life, but, you know, people do it because they enjoy it and have fun. You enjoy doing tasks, so therefore, it's not really a waste. Besides, you know, one frame is a frame, so... Frame is a frame is a frame. Well, yeah, but I mean, it helps to be obsessed, especially with, you know, doing tasks. Because you're looking for best ways to optimize it entirely, so... It wouldn't surprise me that most people who do tasks have a touch of the OCD. Okay, game, now don't run me over the edge. Okay, there we go. What is that one bird doing? Okay, this is like, look, it just turned upside down and flew in place for a second. Hello, little friend. Take a nap. I just put it to sleep. Even birds need to sleep with the help of drugs. So it makes me wonder, like, what's injected in these things. I'm wondering, like, if my gun has, like, NyQuil injected into it. I'll show you. Now you'll never find me. That's weird. It clipped its voice. Running! Alright. Pow, right in the kisser.
Encountered the enemy.
Raiden, is something wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
So I'm just surprised that you've gotten over 10,000 cuts. I expect you'll probably get around 11, is what I'm thinking, when all is said and done.
Who's that enemy in Vega sighting?
The reason why I keep killing myself is there's an Easter egg if you don't get spotted there, and I'm trying to get it. So we were like getting to 5,000 was the huge thing, and now it's just like, nope. Okay, so I gotta stop. Yep. So I gotta stop being greedy.
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Oh, no one saw me!
Raiden, what's going on? Raiden!
Well, that's the thing, I tried to track him, and it just instantly spotted me. Nope, wasn't a headshot, but... If this game seems like wildly inconsistent, like you can hit them in like the chest and it'll still sometimes drop them in one shot. Other times, you'll be, you know, you can hit them just about in the head and they won't go down. But this game, Metal Gear Solid 2? Maybe. There was a PC version, and you can emulate it. I don't know how good they are for doing PlayStation 2 tasks.
Go in my pants.
Nobody's looking. My golden shower.
The enemy has already...
Oh, really? It doesn't care, huh? Usually the game's like, ew, why?
What's up, Jack? Hang in there. Jack, is...
Huh, okay, did they... I don't know, each time I think they cut something out of this game, it proves not to be true. Here we go.
Right, my sympathies. Sneaking missions are called wet works for a reason after all.
Don't worry about it, Jack. It's okay.
Rose?
That is, as long as you take a shower the second you get back. Do we have a deal?
probably does. See, I remember it's driving me nuts because I remember that there's a AK-47 suppressor around here that I really want to get. And I probably passed it up somewhere. I could have sworn it was in this section. Oh well. Yeah, it probably wouldn't surprise me if I've already passed it up already. Somehow missed it. Okay, that was a bizarre camera angle. So it's like when you first, because I thought you had like flip off a pipe to get it, but I didn't see it anywhere, and the only place I saw where you could like do a flip off a pipe was to get the PSG-1 tranquilizer normal rounds. I didn't see the suppressor anywhere. Well, it's not like a game breaker if I don't have it, it's just more convenient.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. The plan because of your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where is Ocelot?
Not here.
Oh well.
I don't trust him.
Unfortunately, this is one of those things where you just get past it, you can't go back to that
He's
part.
not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get
What's
started
up?
on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
Yeah, I can try that.
To start pulling out.
Not yet.
Just for you, Nimix.
Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here.
Do I really need to use the directional microphone when she's like 12, 13 feet away?
High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
Cream of the crap? What?
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Bacon.
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So I put him in a Faraday cage.
I've lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Oh man, I love bacon.
Locate a remote control missile
Thick
launcher
cut,
first.
it's really good. The trick to it, the really good bacon, is to cook it extremely low heat, because a lot of people always tend to like fry it up on high, which causes the curl and just doesn't turn out right. Cook it on low heat, it takes a lot longer, but it's great. And 2, cook it in its own fat. If you have bacon grease already, put a lot in the pan and slowly cook it in that. It adds even more flavor to it. It's like bacon on steroids.
Take it easy.
You take it easy, you don't tell me what to do. Alright, so I need to find Nikita missile launcher. I don't know if I'm alone here or not. So it's like I have a feeling I'm gonna go running like right into a trap. Like that. Okay, it's just more... I don't know if that's the launcher itself or bullets. Yeah, so it's just bullets. That's waste a chaff grenade. Oh, give me only one chaff grenade? Really? That's lame. Alright, finally. Alright, MX, thanks for dropping by. See you later. Okay, so there is a guard around here. No, that's the president. Okay. I'm actually gonna be stopping the stream pretty soon myself. Streaming for over 2 hours, so it's been a while. So the thing is, like, now I'm like really starting to get back into streaming, kind of like every single day or so. I get like all these ideas for like games I want to play. I just have like a huge list of them now, like things I want to do, but it's like I'm also dedicated to going through and making sure I complete the Metal Gear Solid games, so I got to make sure I keep this in rotation too. But one of the things I definitely want to play is Metal Wolf Chaos. If you've never seen or heard of that game, it's crazy. It's pretty much the best way to put it. You play as the President of the United States in a giant mech in order to stop the evil Vice President who's trying to take over the country. Hey, it's X. What's up? Just as I start talking about Metal Wolf Chaos.
Completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
I'm fine with swimming.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up,
Wow, that's weird. His
down,
voice just
left,
dropped
and
in
right
tone.
movement of the left stick.
It's deeper than
Push
usual.
the punch button to dive
There we
down
go.
to
That
the
was
surface.
weird. I don't know if you guys all noticed that, but it went a lot deeper than it was supposed to be.
Jack, do you need
Okay,
to
sure. I'll just be stopping her here right here at this point anyway, so it's all good. Let's see what they need to talk about on the game.
Take it easy.
Ooh. Oh no, it didn't work right. Everything's messed up. Why, game? Why? Why, Elgato? You gotta do me like this. And yes, we've reached the end of the show, so to speak. So, yeah, another fun stream. So, probably, let's see. Actually, tomorrow I will not be streaming. I was going to say, usually I'm going to be streaming. Tomorrow I will not be streaming because I will be doing Bayonetta 2 commentary for Gyno. One of the guys on my Discord is doing a speedrun of Bayonetta 2. Here's the schedule for it. I don't know what channel it is really, but you should be able to find the information there. So I will be busy doing that tomorrow night. If you want to tune in, you can watch him. It's Count Gooby. We'll be doing his run, Bayonetta, and I will be doing commentary for it. So let's see, that would be Friday. Saturday I'll be back streaming. Whether I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid, I don't know. I might be hooking up the Xbox I have. I might be playing Metal Wolf Chaos, or I could be doing some Nintendo 64 games. I haven't really quite decided, but I'll be sure I'll be figuring it out. So thanks for hanging around, everybody. Like I said, I know you just tuned in, but I'll talk to you here in just a minute. And thanks for hanging out. See you all next time.